Okay, so Skinner also really wrote quite a bit on radical behaviorism as well. He has quite a bit of published work focusing on um, the philosophy of behavior. So he really wanted to understand all human behavior, including private and public events. Many people believe that radical behaviorists reject the importance or existence of private events. That's actually not true. Skinner really focused quite extensively on private events through his work on radical behaviorism. There are two areas of radical behaviorism, though, that do not accept private events. So, structuralism and methodological behaviorism reject any event that's not operationally defined, or so basically any event that's not observable and measurable. So with structuralists, they basically rely on descriptions of behavior. They also don't do any manipulations. Methodological behaviorism, they do search for functional relationships. However, they don't consider mental events um, part of ABA. Some criticism to both of those areas of radical behaviorism is that it discourages innovation. Many people feel that it's a mistake to rule out private events as it can really influence our behavior. So if you think about pain from a toothache, or so basically pain from a toothache is a private event. We can't necessarily observe pain or measure pain. However, it can really have an influence on our behavior. So there is a large portion of the field who currently focuses on private events as well as public events. Some early studies to note would be Fuller's 1949 study. It was the first published report of human application of the principles of operant behavior. So prior to this study, all experimentation was done with animals. Fuller completed a study on operant behavior using um, basically conditioning an arm raising response, and the main subject was a little boy with profound mental retardation. So that is a pretty important study as it was the first human application of ABA. Another really important study was in 1959, which is tied to the formal beginnings of ABA, and that was the publication of Ilian and Michael's article, The Psychiatric Nurse as a Behavioral Engineer. Another really important study was published in 1968 in the first issue of JABA, Journal of Applied Behavioral Analysis, and that should sound familiar to you guys as you read that study last week. So that was the Bayer, Wolf, and Risley article. So that's a really important article, and it basically signals the start of contemporary ABA.